Hello, everyone, here, and welcome back to Farming Simulator 22 on Lost World. Still working on a little bit of chopping here on this episode. I'm thinking we're probably going to fill up the trailers we have at the moment, and we're probably going to call this good for chopping. We'll just let the combine finish up what you see here. I mean, I've almost actually got, well, maybe not quite almost, but I've got quite a bit done, as you can tell here from what you see there. We got just this little middle section I've been working on here yet. Also the combine, I need to start the combine back up here again. Again, as I've mentioned in the last couple episodes, Evan, the combine keeps quitting there, as you can see. Combine, I can tell, is up to this point right here. And of course, I'm still working on chopping here as well. And so once we get this filled up, we'll go over to the silage bunker. We've got quite a bit in the silage bunker. I'm not sure how much more it'll hold. I'm not even sure either how well it's actually going to cover, because, well, you folks will see it when we get down there. Because again, the one side is makes sense. The other side is completely covered. I'm like, that don't seem right. Anyway, we hop over to the combine here real quick. I'm gonna get the combine going. I don't know why, when the combine's been doing good at turning around at the other end of the field, now it's just been this end of the field that it will not turn around on. Also, you know what? I keep forgetting. We're going to customize here. And grease. No. I thought I didn't know on that already. It's the header that needs grease. Yeah, we'll just customize that. There we go. No grease needed. Okay. Speaking of the grease mod, by the way, I may have figured out one or two things with that mod. And again, the mod author is very unclear about this, in my opinion, when it comes to this mod and how to use it. But you got three, I guess maybe four if you count this one here. I think these two are kind of the same as far as I know. But you got three different types of things here. You got the LGMT plus lag 18, and then that's in three different sizes. Then you got the LAGT plus LGMT. I have no idea what these stand for. I have one that's on a cart, and then you got just a bucket and pail. It seems like, Evan, if you're not using the, and again, let's actually go to the shop here real quick a minute. If we just pick a piece of equipment, maybe not that one, let's go with tractor here. If we go with a tractor, I'm going to go down to lubricating grease. You got two options. You got yes, and then you got also yes with the SKF Lincoln. Somehow you're apparently supposed to be able to position that. I think I mentioned that before. I have not figured out how that positioning works. There's directions on the mod, and they completely don't work from the best I can tell. So, also I probably better get moving here because I'm in the way of the combine, aren't I? So yeah, anyway, we found out here the other night, everyone, going back to the shop here. There we go, that's the one, lubricating grease. Seems like if you're not using the SKF Lincoln, then you want to use just the plain bucket and pails here. So that seemed to work. I'm not 100% sure yet, but we at least managed to make it work a little bit maybe, so. Anyway, we'll get this trailer filled up, everyone. I don't know, we'll see. I'm not sure if I'm going to fill the second one yet or not. We'll figure that out here, but again, like I said, I haven't actually checked the number of them, but I'm guessing we have to have a fair amount of chaff over in our bunker. So I want to get that covered here this episode. We'll get the fermenting process going. Also, again, a little concerned if we're going to have to do some cleaning up over there. I'm not sure. Like I said, you folks will see that here in a few minutes once we get over there. And also, if this combine doesn't continue, wow, why are we, wow, taking 3 rows here all of a sudden? No idea what's up with that. Anyway, I was going to say, if this combine doesn't start working out, we need to maybe try replacing the head on it or something. And speaking of which, do we have any other header options that will fit that combine? Oh, we got a John Deere 8-row. Probably, to be honest, a little big for that combine. We could put the really weird 5-row head on it. What the heck is this? Like a 5-row head? Never heard of that, everyone. But yeah, we could try that, I suppose, if it'll even fit on that combine. Again, that goes with the whole issue. Hopefully, maybe Giants will fix this here in Farming Simulator 25. Fine, that one. But when you start putting modded combines with modded headers, or maybe even modded combines with in-game headers, or vice versa, and yeah, they just don't necessarily go to the correct level. And next thing you know, they're pushing the combine up, or maybe even the opposite way. Rather than going low enough to actually get the crop, they're not going low enough, and yeah, I don't know. Giants does not seem to grasp the concept of variable header height. Or maybe just make it so the combine header floats. That, at least in my opinion, that would be the correct way to do it here in the game. Just make it so the combine header floats. Like, have a ground node on it. Header, ground, boom, there you go, right? Like, maintain distance from ground. We don't care what the, whatever. Oh, combine's going to quit down here now, huh? Go figure. Typical combine making a liar out of me. When I was going to say, he was doing pretty good. He was just stopping up at the top there, but now he's going to quit down here as well from the looks of it. Again, that's been the whole issue of the combine on this harvest of it. It just constantly keeps quitting. It's supposed to be running on course play, by the way. So let's, we're going to, I don't know if I even have the money for this. We're going to cheat it in if we don't. Tempted to try the 5-row head. I'm kind of a weird size. Why not? Otherwise, we go with the 608. Suppose we could do that as well. At least it's John Deere. You know, I kind of like the idea of putting a John Deere head on it. So we're going to cheat in $53,000. And we'll see if this head works here or not. Again, I don't know if this is going to even fit or work on this combine. So, yeah. Head purchased. We'll take care of the chop in here a minute. We'll run down and grab that from the shop here. As an overall, but chopping is going good now, one. That being said, the corn harvest on this field here, in general, has just been a big, massive fail in some regards. I mean, like, the combine, as you can see, is just quitting all the time. The tractor that is supposed to be unloading the combine almost never unloads the combine. And then, of course, we've been trying to chop this field, which, again, that is working now. For those who didn't see last episode, the trick to that was I zeroed out the horsepower requirements on the chopper we're using because, again, for some reason, our 135 horsepower tractor could not run a 75 horsepower chopper, even though it should all day long with no problem, even in real life. You can see we still struggle a little bit here, which is a little bit ridiculous if you ask me. I mean, yeah, I guess we're going up a little bit of hill. Come on now, really? We should not be struggling with this, in my professional opinion. Maybe put some duals on the tractor. Maybe that would help. Anyway, we're 71% full here. Yeah, looks like we're just going to get 2 rows here this time. Just the way the cookie crumbles here as far as alignment. Although, speaking of which, Evan, I think I mentioned this here. Maybe it was a couple episodes back. There were some murmurings here that maybe rows will actually line up here in Farming Simulator 25. I don't know how true that is, Evan. This is just based off information going on the videos that Giants has released and showed. And in all the videos, apparently, that Giants has released, the rows have actually lined up with the equipment. You know, like the row actually lines up where it's supposed to, right? So if you're pulling a planter, you know, and a row crop planter, the row actually lines up with the row on the planter. Now, I'm not going to hold my breath on that one. I mean, to be honest, I'd be a bit surprised if that's actually true. Not complaining if it is, everyone. I'm just, to be honest, I'd be a bit surprised. So, with that being said, I guess we can finally at least put to rest, Evan, the rumors of GPS in Farming Simulator 25, right? There actually is going to be GPS in the game. Now, how that GPS is going to function seems to be a little questionable yet, maybe. It looks like, just from what we've seen so far, when it's just going to be essentially like a hired worker almost, everyone. And it's actually going to, from my understanding too, basically follow the same thing as what the hired worker does. Sounds like the routes will be just like pre-generated for the fields. It sounds like whatever route it is, that's what you end up with, I think, Kevin. And again, more details to be released, obviously, in the future on this. I don't know that we know exactly yet. Giants hasn't completely said either. Sounds like they might still be maybe working on the GPS feature a little bit yet, as well as maybe the hired worker feature. When it comes to hired workers, the hired workers will now be able to do headlands on the fields. Sounds like, again, at least as of the time I'm recording this, Evan, the hired workers are limited to 2 headlands. And I don't know what direction on the field is just maybe predetermined. I don't know how that works, Evan, but hired workers will be able to do headlands. And like I said, sounds like it's 2 headlands. So there's like no, for those of you familiar with course play, like you open up course play and you select the number of headlands and you all kinds of different configuration options, right? That does not exist, at least at the moment here, with the way Giants is doing the hired workers. And they specifically said they made it that way, so it's not. So it sounds like you just hire the worker and that's all there is to it. Which makes it simple. Okay, disconnect the trailer. But again, yeah, going back to, like I said, hired workers, and then GPS, sounds like the GPS is going to be the same type of concept, everyone. And if, just from what I've seen and what I'm looking at, it looks like the GPS is going to function identical to the hired workers. In fact, I question, is it really GPS or is it just a hired worker? That's, I guess we'll find out, everyone. We will find out, right? We'll see what this bunker is looking like. I don't know if we're going to bother to fill this wagon. I don't want to spend another entire episode chopping corn. You have one? We did another live stream here last night. For those of you who joined us on that live stream here, chopping corn as well. And taking care of the combine. Speaking of taking care of the combine, you're probably, yeah, combine's stuck up there again. Super annoying. I guess I could at least pulled that wagon along so it was lined up with the chopper, couldn't I? Yeah, well, hard to get good help nowadays. Even got a little bit of chaff sticking out the top there. Which, as I've mentioned before, fairly realistic on that part of it. Location might be a little questionable. Just when I remember, usually it's stacked up a little bit more towards the front, but you know, the chopper's running along here and it blows it up over the top of the wagon. And there is our bunker right there. Starting to take shape. Everyone's getting, I don't know if I'd say high, but you can definitely tell. We got some chaff in there. Like I said, I have not checked the number of them, so I'm not entirely sure how much. We're just going to keep on rolling here if I can. This tractor, and I was discussing this in that last night's live stream as well, but makes it a little difficult to fill this bunker sometimes. And it's got to do with the transmission, I think, on the tractor here. We're going to try to unload here, by the way. So, pulling up here. Tractor goes to shift gears. Yeah, right there, but now we're stuck. You know, if that tractor wouldn't have shifted gears like that, so let's stop unloading, because those are going to probably get stuck here. Come on, tractor. You're doing so good earlier, but again, if it shifts gears while you get up on the pile, which of course it likes to do, and then you can't make it, it just stops there, and yeah. I really should get a different tractor for this one because not the greatest. In fact, we probably, to be honest, should just sell this tractor altogether because, again, it, you know, mod-wise doesn't look too bad, right? But the functionality of this particular piece of equipment is, yeah, highly questionable, unfortunately. Oop, maybe we're going to make it this time. You can get away from shifting gears here. Oh, yeah, see what I mean, Evan? If you noticed, it tried to shift a gear there, and I was like, nah, I'm done. I don't know what is up with that with this tractor, but again, as soon as it shifts gears, it if it's pulling anything, it just, yeah, pretty much comes to an abrupt halt. Same thing. I forget what we were doing it before. Oh, I forget what job we were running before. We had to switch to the John Deere because, again, John Deere's got less horsepower, but it doesn't shift gears and completely come to a stop. Yep, same problem. I'm on, tractor. We're doing pretty good here. Before I started recording, I unloaded two 2 trailer loads in here. Fine. Unloaded 2 trailer loads, no problem. Now it's just going to be stubborn. Really? Nope, there we go. Yeah, again, I'm just seeing it shifted gears there. As soon as it shifts gears, like, no, I'm done. Oh, there we go. Just kind of inch along here, unloading. Try not to pile up too much in one spot, right, everyone? Now, again, this is what I was talking about with this bunker. I mean, you can see we got a nice, clean edge down this side, right? That looks like what I would expect to see. This edge, however, the kind of edge where maybe kind of sort of over a little bit. Like, I don't know what's going to happen when we close this bunker up, everyone, but we might end up with a mess here, I wonder. Go back around for another pass here. Might just drive over this one here first before I actually even, we can keep it going. Come on, tractor. As long as it doesn't shift gears. Oh, might have actually got it this time. Just, again, drive over it first time, and that way you notice now we're much leveler. Much more level. Yeah, that's probably the more correct leveler, huh? Yeah, sure. Or more level now. Okay, continue unloading. Again, with the shift into gears, really? Yeah, after a while, when you just get annoyed with the tractor, right, and just start, yeah, just tossing it around as needed. %. Okay, we better make one more pass here. And we'll run over it here again one more time before we actually start unloading here again. Get up a little bit of speed here if we can. Again, kind of just got to make a running start at it. Again, with at least with this tractor anyway. One. Would have liked to see that little bit over there cleaned up a little bit, but oh well. Not sure how tall we can make this either. I mean, I know there's usually a limit to like stack height here in the game. It is still going up. Yeah, we got to be, I would think, awful close to it though. And that's why we're probably gonna make this the last load. I mean, 'cause like I said, I think we got to be getting really close to being like full here, I would think. Probably been over a little bit further here. Oh, can we get the last little bit out? There's not much in there. Half a yard, quarter yard. There we go. Got it empty. Okay, let's see once how we're looking on this one. Imagine we'll probably have to drive back and forth across this here a couple more times, get this compacted. We are, there we go. 199 yards. Oh, so 100%, really? We can blanket the silo. Wow. Okay, done. Yeah, I was afraid of that one. Yeah. Yeah, we got a mess, everyone. We've got a mess, I think. We got all of this chaff here. So it said there was 199 yards in there. That probably doesn't count like another Probably like another 199 sitting over here. That's for some reason outside of the bunker. So I don't know why one. Suffice to say, I think it's safe to say we won't be using this bunker again. That bunker apparently is garbage. Again, I mean, this side, you can see everyone looks like it works like it should, but I don't know what's up with the other side. It just, yeah, not working, so. Okay, well, anyway, that's going to do it for the chopping for now. Let's get our equipment put away. Oh, and you know what? Let's, we'll get that combine head for our combine here as well, so that combine can hopefully finish up that field here at this point. Now that we're done chopping it, we'll just let the combine finish it, everyone. We've actually got, I think there's a fair amount of corn in storage here, too. We've been doing pretty good here as far as that field is concerned. Time-saving stock check here. We have 62,000. Wow, that's it, huh? I would have thought we would have had more, but 62,000 liters of corn in there so far. Got 135,000 liters of chaff. I wonder if that's what's sitting on the ground or if that's what's fermenting. I don't know. No idea how that works out. I'm not entirely sure. Okay. Combine. Where's the combine? Up here? Oh, here he is. There's the combine. We're just going to stop for a minute. See if we can unload here. Oh, speaking of unloading here, by the way, folks might know, switched out the gravity wagon we had one. There it goes. We're now running the Parker 2500 gravity wagon here. Not using the J&M 680 that we were using anymore. Again, that wagon was just like a little bit too big for our current setup, everyone. But that was all I had at the time. Went ahead, this came off the official Farming Simulator mod hub, by the way. So for those who want to check this wagon out, that is where you can get it. It's on the official Farming Simulator mod hub, along with the Parker 4000 as well. Just a larger gravity wagon. I'll fill this trailer up here, I think. Also just drop the head here. AI worker stop. Tank. Oh, was he actually full? Well, maybe he was. Here I am unloading him, and I didn't even realize he was actually full. Okay, let's run down to the shop, and we're going to go grab that new header we bought. We'll see once if that'll work on this combine or not. Hopefully it will. And if it does, hopefully that'll alleviate our problems here with course play, and I don't know why I just kept stopping all the time. Or blaming the head, but I don't know if that's true or not. Where's the shop here? Can't actually see the shop from over here. I think it's over in this direction somewhere. Okay, and we're back to the field, Evan. Looks like the combine had at least mates up to the combine here. I think it's going to lower down about right. Hopefully, I guess we'll find out here. Don't think I'm going to bother regenerating the horseplay course. I'm going to just let the horseplay course that we have on there keep going. We are technically running a 2-row larger head, so. But yeah, I don't want to have to regenerate here, since how we got like half the field harvested already. Let's see. Are you still running yet? You quit. Okay. Of course you did. Why would you just keep running? I'll unload the Parker here while we're at it. I wonder if the axles fall off this one here or not. I should probably be careful about this then. Let's straighten this out here. I'd rather not break the axles. For those of you who've ever played with any of the gravity wagons in the game, Evan, they've got a real bad habit of axles breaking on the front here. I don't know, maybe trying to mimic real life. I don't know, there must be some bug in the game or something with them, everyone. I don't know what it is, but they all seem to suffer from it. Some are a little worse or better than others, but seems to be, like I said, a generic problem. And I don't know if the Parkers here suffer from this or not, but also seems like a little bit more appropriately sized gravity wagon for this size tractor, right, everyone? Got to run the Farmall 806 here in this one. It's hopefully going to be our cultivating tractor. The only thing with cultivating that one, depending on what field we plant corn on, we may or may not have weeds on it. So that's why we haven't had to use the cultivator yet. Because, for example, our current cornfield, that one, once we're done, that field will need to be plowed. So I'll probably plow it. And, yeah, plowing takes care of the weeds, right? So, let's see how that ends up. Still have the J&M 680 yet, by the way, there. Better make sure this one works here before I sell that one. Could probably also look at maybe picking up 2 of these. No reason why we can't pull 2 of these wagons with this tractor. And just a reminder while we're unloading that one, if you haven't already, click that subscribe button. Don't forget to do so. Always very much appreciated. Of course, as always, if you like the video, well, you know what to do. Give her the old thumbs up there. And also, if you'd like to join us in on our multiplayer servers, our multiplayer server information is down below in the description there. Almost done unloading here. There we go. I don't have any like auto drive or course play set up for unloading this gravity wagon, by the way. Let's see, maybe at some point we'll get that set up, but you know, brush cutter here to knock some of this shrubby stuff down, right? Be cool in the future, I mean, if we got a little bit more dynamic when it came to stuff like that, right? Like some of these shrubby bushes come through with a brush hog, knock them down, and then maybe, you know, a year from now they come back again or something like that, right, everyone? Kind of like you'd expect in real life. Right now, the way it works, Evan, I probably use the paint tool. The paint tool will remove them, but then they'll just never come back, right? Once they're removed, they're gone. Okay, courseplay, you're on that. Let's grab the chopper here. See if I can find it up there. Nope. Okay. Using click to switch there. Not able to find it, so, oh well. Grab this chopper box here that I apparently left parked like this. Oh, it's going to have a little bit of chaff in it, too, in it. Oh, well. Speaking of chaff, by the way, I'm going to have to figure out what we're going to do with all the chaff that is down by the bunker. Typically, at least from what I remember in the past, when you typically want to clean that up and get that out of there before you go to do silage, because otherwise you're going to be mixing your chaff and your silage, and it's just going to be a mess. I'm not sure what we're going to do with, like, probably a couple 100,000 liters of chaff sitting there, though. And or how we're going to pick that up yet. We'll have to do something about that, like I said. I don't want that just probably staying there. One of those other things, hopefully maybe Giants will address that in the future as well. Like, just cover the whole thing, right? Like, I don't know. I guess if you folks have any recommendations for a better bunker, let me know. Because clearly the one we're using now is not going to be used again. I think that's a very safe bet. We're going to sell that steaming pile of wreck there. Oh, you know what? Actually, I should park this over here by the other one, I guess, shouldn't I? Of course, if we had a larger crew of them, we could probably run a lot more chopper boxes like this, right? I know, as I've mentioned before, too, the farmers around where I live, I don't see it so much anymore. You know, most of the farmers have upgraded, like, self-propelled, bigger 4-H wagons, stuff like that. But at least back in the day, I used to see, farmers would have a yard full of these 4-H boxes. You know, they'd have like a dozen of these things laying around, right? Maybe even more sometimes. All different styles, of course, right? Everyone different brands, different styles. I don't know if any farmer had like one particular kind. They just used only that kind. It seems like most of the farmers, they had, maybe 2 of this one, 3 of that one, 1 of those, 4 of those, that type of thing, right? Okay, what are we going to do with this mess, Evan? Because this is going to be a mess, isn't it? Did it say our no. Where's our fermenting percentage? Oh, there it is. Fermenting silage, 0%. Wow. Whole lot of nothing there. I know back in the day when we used to use the snow blower, I don't know if that actually... Oh, interesting. Didn't even know I had that mod. Can be used to collect any type of crop lying on the ground, unload it back into the ground? Weird. Okay. Yeah, what? I suppose we could use something like this to pick it up. Kind of annoying. One of these picks up, oh, forage pickup. Yeah. Doesn't that just look exciting, Have one? Is that 3-point mounted? Might be what we have to look into, Have one? Or there is, one of these picks up. It's probably not that one. There's a modded one somewhere that just picks up straight off the ground as well. Forage pickup. $65,000. Wow. Where are we supposed to get that money from, Have one? I don't know. That is a good question. I have no idea where we're going to get that money from. A lot of cheating going on here this season so far. But with that being said, I mean, I think the cheating, it's mostly just because we're dealing with crap like this, right? Nope. I want to disconnect there. I want to disconnect. There. Bingo. The next question, of course, Evan, is I got this new tool for picking up forage. We need to unload it into something, right? And then taking that further down the road, Evan, not only do we need to unload it into something, once we unload it into something, that something needs to be unloaded into something. Yeah. Well, I guess we'll have to figure that out. And we'll have to come back next episode, Evan, see if we can figure that out here. So, with that, Evan, thanks for watching. You folks have any comments or questions, be sure to leave them down below. You got any suggestions for what to do with that mess at the bunker, let me know. I may or may not have that cleaned up here by next episode. We'll see once. So, again, Evan, thanks for watching, and till next time.